Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with my pops. We're here. How you doing, bro?
Doing great.
Doing fantastic.
Talking about boxing all day long.
Anywhere. All right, because that's what we do. I do this shit.
That's it.
Straight up and down, no special effects.
There we go.
Interesting stuff coming out the lightweight division. The lightweight division is just heating up, man.
Wow, it's just like fire.
So look, we're gonna put the Teofimo Lopez talk on ice for a little bit.
Yeah.
And we're gonna talk about another American
Who
who wants some smoke with Lomachenko.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right, Devin. First of all, before we get talk about who the guy is, let me first off set up because every time he does an interview and I do a video about his videos.
Right.
I gotta give him a shout out. I gotta show love. Shout out to my main man Sean Zattel, putting in work on Fight Hype, one of the best in the biz. Big shout out to Sean.
Hi, Sean.
Did an interview with Devin Haney recently, and Devin the Dream Haney says it like this, man. It's almost like Devin Haney watches True School Sports because Sean was asking about Lomachenko.
Yeah.
He's asking him about his last fight, Anthony Crawler. You know what Devin said to him? He said, "Who the hell is Anthony Crawler?
It's
Who the hell is Anthony Crawler?" The guy was 100 to 1 underdog, and I said, "Damn, this sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Where did I hear this from?"
Yeah. Hello. Yeah. And it's funny because before the Lomachenko fight, I asked myself, I said, "Who's this guy?" Oh, it's mandatory. But basically, David Haney he's like, excuse my language, but he said, who the hell is this guy? Who the fuck is this guy? who is he? So he said he had to do what he had to do, but at the end of the day, was it a great fight? No.
Guy was scared too.
You fought somebody from a gumball machine, but you had to do it, whatever the case may be. But you heard what Devin Haney say, "I'm the dream. I get that belt, I'm coming after you."
Yeah, so that's another top American young fighter calling out Lomachenko. So, Lomachenko is gonna have to smoke. Lomachenko, he's gonna have to smoke one of these. He's gonna have to smoke out all these Americans
because they're coming.
And I'll be honest with you, man. I think we've seen the best Lomachenko. I don't think he's gonna be able to do it. One of these young American fighters, whether it be Devin Haney or Teofimo Lopez, are gonna get their hands on him and they're gonna beat the dog shit out of him. Straight up.
I think I don't know where the wave of, so to speak, change or direction with Lomachenko, but I think all this domino effect that we get from the American fighters is for a reason. It's happening. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people cater to Lomachenko. I'm not, like I said, I'm not taking away from his skills. Even Devin Haney said the same thing. He's a very skillful fighter, but so are some other fighters out there. So the domino effect that I see is that the American fighters are getting tired of what Lomachenko is doing. Like
it's the hype. It's getting ridiculous.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, he's gonna get what's coming for him, and whether you like it or not, I truly agree with Devin Haney, and I truly agree with Teofimo Lopez too. We're gonna come for you. One of us gonna come for you. Somebody's coming for you.
Yeah.
You can't be fighting like, who you fighting? Who the hell's him? Oh, he's well known in England. Yeah, we're not in England. Fucking US.
You're headlining a call at the Staples Center.
Yeah. So hello. So how do you expect me to for him to draw anybody, Cruel or whatever his name, telling guy, if he's not unknown. If you're a champion, fight. Just stop making excuses and fight. And with the skills that you have, Lomachenko, there was no reason for that. But what I like about in this video for the Dream is Devin Haney is that he did come out that he said this year is going to be a big different year. He's going to come out and do bigger things. So for him to say that his goal is to get the belt first and go after Lomachenko, that's speaking volumes on his part.
He's showing ambition and a statement of intent.
Yeah.
And let's just have it right, man. Like, we look at the WBC rankings. We know Luke Campbell is going to be fighting for the vacant belt very soon. The opponent, we don't know who that's going to be yet, but Devin Haney's ranked number 3. Teofimo's ranked number 4. So you'd be led to believe there's a big chance that one of those big name American prospects will get a chance to fight for one of them belts. And once one of them gets their hands on the belt, they want all the smoke. All of it.
That's right. And it's called Lomachenko smoke. They want his smoke.
They want all the smoke, man.
They want to put it out.
We ain't buying the hype.
But hypothetically speaking, let's say, can the fight be made between Fimo and Haney to get to Lomachenko? Could that happen? Possibly happen or no?
It could definitely.
There's no belts involved, right? But it can still happen, right?
The thing
because
is,
they're both young props with a lot of talent.
Or you're saying, can it happen without a belt involved?
Right. Like, in other words...
No, that is not happening with no belt involved. If them dudes are going to fight, it's going to be for some sort of belt or some sort of eliminator. And right now, if they were to fight, neither one of those is a scenario because Luke Campbell, who's ranked number 1 by the WBC, he's going to be who's in that fight. And then one of them has to go beat Luke Campbell. And that's not even a gimme because Luke Campbell's not a bad fighter. Luke Campbell's a solid guy himself. Okay. So, Look, man. Listen, I'm to the point now where I don't even care. I don't care if it's Haney or Lopez. I'm hoping one of them gets their hands on the belt.
So, right now, so to speak, Lomachenko's in the driver's seat, driving the car like I'm doing, but eventually he's gonna be sitting in the back seat.
Very soon.
And you're gonna have either Devin Haney or Fimo here, or Fimo Lopez here, and Devin Haney there.
Now I want to say this about Devin Haney. Okay, I know on this channel, and maybe I haven't talked about Devin Haney enough, or given him his just due enough. Maybe he's been a bit underrated by True School Sports and your boy BT. But I'll say this, man. One thing he has going for him, I think he got better boxing skills than Teofimo Lopez.
Okay.
Teofimo is better, has better power, and is a better reflex fighter than Devin Haney.
Who's more athletic or more?
I would say I would lean more towards Teofimo, but it's not by a lot.
Right.
Devin Haney, though, in terms of pure boxing skills and fundamentals, I think he's better than Devin. I think he's better than Teofimo Lopez.
And if
the only thing with him is power. You know, he hasn't fully matured yet into his body. He's still maturing as we speak. He's just now getting that man strength. Once he gets that, he's going to be a very special talent to watch.
But if they when they do fight, who would you pick?
Haney versus Loma?
Yeah, not Haney versus Loma.
Haney versus Teofimo.
Yeah. What?
That's a tough one, man. That is a tough one.
Who would you pick? I mean, don't get me wrong. They both animals, and they have different ways of fighting, whatever.
I don't know, man. Devin Haney's getting a lot better.
Well, he said that. Like I said, you could see it. He's always in the gym. He's always doing a thing.
He's hungry. Look, I've been following Devin Haney for years on YouTube because he used to have his own channel.
Yeah,
he's real Devin Haney TV. I used to watch that all the time.
Wow.
And he's hungry, and he's long been talked about as one of the best talents in the sport of boxing, as far as American fighters go.
Right.
And it's funny. Neither Teofimo Lopez, like Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez, aren't even the only Americans that are coming up because you probably don't know this. Carlos Balderas, you know who Carlos Balderas is?
I heard of him. Yeah.
Carlos Balderas, he signed to Al Heyman. You know, God bless his soul. But he signed to Al Heyman. Carlos Balderas is also a lightweight. He's coming up. So Lomachenko, I mean, there's some killers coming up, young killers from the States coming up.
At the end of the day, well, you have the opportunity, Lomachenko, and to establish yourself as being the top guy.
If I gotta see a fight of Anthony Cross, I'm gonna lose it.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, there's always somebody to beat somebody. Put it that way. There's always a bigger dog than you, and if you sit there and you're just eating from little dog bones and not taking the big chunks when they're coming to you, it's gonna pay. It's gonna hurt you in the end. And that's why I always this is not the same guy. They're in the same team, same boxing club, and this is why I like Usyk over Lomachenko, because even though they're both skilled boxing, they're all good. Usyk is gonna. I'm not saying he hasn't, but I have not seen him make any excuses in any.
You didn't hear him saying, "Oh, well, I don't want to fight this guy because I need a belt."
But that was the first time he actually said that. Like, I mean, I'm saying it's the first time Lomachenko come out with excuses this past year. I never heard him come out with no excuses like now.
Nope.
Like it's sort of like he's a prima donna. You know, and I don't like that. You know,
I would say so.
If you got all the skills in the world, which you do, you get trained crazy like your father, you do all this like a robot, that's what I'm saying, you should be able to believe in yourself and just go in with anybody. But when you told me the other day that Lomachenko came out and said, "Oh, I'm not going to go 2 pounds," I was like, "What? Are you serious?" Because he could fight, 140 if he wanted to, right? Or 130, 135?
I mean, I didn't even say he can go 140. I said
no, I didn't say
if he wanted to fight a big name opponent, be proactive and try to make a catchweight. Go talk to Bob. Try to make a catchweight fight with Jose Ramirez. That'd be a big fight.
Oh my God.
That'd be. I would say, damn. Look at Lomachenko. Proving to the world, showing us that, okay, maybe I didn't fight Pacquiao like you guys want to, or Lopez, but you know what? I'm fighting the WBC 100, fucking Olympian, undefeated, just world champion, 140, bigger than me.
So you'd be like, that's more credible.
I would have said, damn, look at this guy.
Okay, so I remember when you told me, you're like, who's he fighting?
Comey pulled out. Comey pulled out.
But that was a good fight though.
When I heard he was fighting Kroll, I said, this is one of the worst mismatches in any championship fight I've ever seen.
He could have easily, right? I think we talked about this before, and I asked you that question about the mandatories. If a fighter wants to just overpass him, we can just give him side money and go to a bigger fighter.
Step aside, yeah.
Right? He could have done that if he wanted to.
But in his mind, in Lomachenko's mind, there is no bigger fight.
Wow.
Lopez is not looked at yet. You saw Lomachenko, how he was talking on the telecast. He was saying, "Oh, he thought it was a joke."
Yeah.
So I can't wait. I want TFU to hit him with one of them catch and shoot right hands or left hooks or right hands, and I want Lomachenko to laugh when TFU knocks him upside his head.
Yeah, wake him up.
Straight up.
I mean, everybody have a load of confidence. You gotta have your ego high when you do come into boxing and whatever you do in life, but not to the point where you're not even giving this guy an opportunity. And here again, I think a lot of it's about money.
We got Devin Haney calling him out too now.
Yeah,
so
and the good thing about Haney promotes himself and he's got money.
And there's no politics involved with him.
Lomachenko, just you and him.
You don't gotta go all that. Oh, promoter.
Yeah.
I'm fucking sounding like Nico Bellic from Grand Theft Auto 5.
And what I didn't like about a lot of the reporters and all these YouTube channels, and not all of them, but the majority of them, I hate a reporter that just dances around the question that everybody wants to hear about. I didn't see one reporter even ask him.
They keep asking about Mikey and Javante.
Fuck Mikey. You know why I say fuck Mikey? Because Mikey ate cereals like he had the cereal Mikey ate. That's all he did. He was eating all this cereal, life cereal. When he had a chance to fight Lomachenko, when he could have fought, and now he got his ass whipped by fucking Earl Spence, and now he wants to sit here and now this bitch over here, Lomachenko, want to call him out now. Fuck him and give him some of that cereal. Give him that life cereal because he needs it too.
What are you gonna? Was he really eating life cereal?
No, Mikey's a commercial back in the day. This is a life cereal commercial. If you Google it up, and it's a little guy. He's eating. Actually, and they say, "Here's Mikey. Give it to Mikey." Mikey grabs a bowl over here and he eats it. Hey, he likes it. It's a life cereal.
I gotta check that out.
But my point being is, all of a sudden he's calling him Mikey now. And he's calling, who else he's calling? I'm talking about Lomachenko. When he had the time before Mike got his ass kicked to fight him.
Well, to be fair, I know Michelle and Lomachenko.
Yeah.
They met each other in person while they were 135, and he was saying that he wanted to fight him back then, and Mikey didn't look interested back then, even when he was at the weight. So I don't want to completely.
But I mean,
psych him up. But
another thing is about Mikey. I mean. To me, he also says he's like a prima donna.
He is. That's why I'm like.
Because I've read that he's like very difficult to negotiate any fights, and some people don't even want to waste their time with him. Like literally, they don't want to deal. He's so anal.
Well, Devin Haney doesn't listen. Look, Devin Haney doesn't just strike me as the type of guy. Devin Haney, he seems to be a guy that's very much concerned about being looked at as a great fighter, knowing within himself that he's a great fighter, proving it to the world, proving it to more importantly himself. And I think, just like Teofimo, I think if he's able to get his hands on any belt, or specifically a WBC belt, I have no doubt in my mind that young buck will go fight Lomachenko, because he's been one of America's best amateurs for quite some time. He's been one of America's most highly touted prospects for quite some time. And I believe as he begins to put it together, he'll become one of America's best pros and one of the world's best pros.
And let me tell you something. I think it was Showtime or somebody did something on Devin Haney. And one of the biggest things he said, I have a dream.
Oh.
And he said, I want to be better. If not Mayweather, better than Mayweather, as far as probably getting money or whatever. But he's always used that to his motto. And it keeps him motivated to be the better one. And let me tell you something, you never hear nothing negative about him, though.
Everybody that I know in Vegas, that seen him train or spent significant time with him, all I hear is good things. All I hear is hard worker, exceptional talent, great attitude.
And I like a young fighter, because young fighters, us, when we're young, we think we know everything. And nobody can tell us anything. We know all the answers to it. Anybody that's been here long on the earth before us, blah, 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 blah. But what I like about him is he not only spends a lot of time in that gym, and he's got his goal in the gym, what he wants to do. He leads by example as being a young fighter that gives back to the community. And there was an article a few months ago that I was reading about him. I was like, wow, this guy he doesn't have a fat head. He actually humbled himself and was talking to kids about this and that. At his age, these young guys now, when you get a guy like that that's humble and doing it on his own, you gotta respect that. So yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna say like this. I haven't done a Devin Haney video in a while, but I wish him like nothing but success, because I feel like just like I don't feel as strongly about him as I do Teofimo. I'll be honest with you. Maybe it's because I'm a little bit more biased because Teofimo has a South Florida connection.
Yeah, right.
But
he's your neighbor.
He's pretty much my neighbor.
Yeah.
But I really wish Devin Haney was success, and if he gets his hands on the belt and he clamours for the Lomachenko fight and he gets it, I will be in his corner 1,000%.
And what I like about him is he's a hungry dog. Success is not success. The definition of success is not just being achieved where you're at right now. It's how far you're going to keep going. And keeping yourself humble. If you keep yourself humble, work hard, you're going to get there. And I think the dream's going to fulfill his dream more, and he's going to be better in boxing. And are they the same way? Shakur Stevenson? Are they both in the same?
No, Shakur's a little
low, right? But I'm saying like he's a good example of being successful and being hungry for what he want to get at. So I would love him. I wish him, Fimo, and Tank and all of them to get themselves together. But I think honestly, Devin Haney, as far as the class act, what he does as being young and dedicating his time to people and giving back, it tells you a lot about him. And I'm not saying that nobody else is doing that. I'm not trying to discredit anybody else, but I'm saying just what I see in him, I like that in him. And we gotta give good thanks to his dad. His dad's been with him the whole time and coaching him and telling him things, and he's very grateful for that. So, the Dream, we look to see better things from you. You came out here and basically just called out Lomachenko, told him, you know what, that guy you fought, even though it was mandatory, who the hell is he? He's a gumball machine fighter. As far as you could have fought better competition, and I would if I was Lomachenko, I would just pay side money and fought a better fighter for my own self.
I mean, it's worth noting. Okay, the biggest upset in boxing history is people say what Buster Douglas versus Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
No. Do you know what the odds were for that fight?
No.
The odds are 42-1.
Jesus.
42-1. Do you know and the odds for the Lomachenko fight was 100-1. So they're more than double what Douglas versus Tyson was.
Yeah. And you were telling me that if Lomachenko actually fought Comey would have given him a hard time because he's very aggressive.
I don't know about a hard time, but it would have been a good fight. He would have made some things interesting.
Right. So I mean, kudos to that. I think you were telling me something else about LB. What were we saying? LB, we were talking about earlier. The lightweights we were talking about or something. You say when we were talking earlier about that.
Crawford.
Oh, that was Crawford. Yeah, I'm sorry.
We'll talk about that in another video.
But anyways, thank you for watching us. Give us your opinion. Make sure you hit that like button down there. We like you just as much, whether you do or you don't. We're still here for you.
Man.
And heads up on Devin Haney because he's gonna be around for a while.
Man, Lomachenko, look, great fighter. Got a lot going for you, but you're getting a lot of hype. And there's gonna come a time where one of these killers will be your mandatory, and I want to see you keep up with that belt talk, and hopefully you accept the fight. And if not, then I'm gonna be here, and I'm gonna be here, and I'll be the first one to let you know that you need to hike up your skirt and start fighting someone that will give you a real challenge. Not no Anthony Crawford, not no guys who are leftovers of guys you already stopped, like Jorge Linares. So we'll leave it at that.
Yep.
Best of luck to Devin Haney in his rest of his 2019. And
I mean, best of luck to all of them. As a matter of fact, bless them all. Hope to not get hurt in the ring. But as far as career-wise, Devin Haney, Theo, continue doing what you're doing. And from what I've seen from Devin Haney is that he's got the eye of the tiger look.
Absolutely.
This is the first time I actually seen him come out and talk like that. In my own opinion, that I've seen him look, who's this guy? Who's that guy? So he letting them know, when I get that belt, I'm coming after you. And Fimo said the same thing. When I get that belt, you just holding on to mine, Lomachenko. I'm going after you. So stay tuned for that.
All right, so there you have it. And like we say in every single video.
That's right. You can love me, you can hate me, but I'm just a kid.
I'm dang you. And that's in South Florida if you didn't know.
There you
So
go.
if you didn't know, get your damn geography up.
Yeah. All right? Thank you again for watching this video.